Boy George walked by nonchalantly, suddenly snatched the man's wallet, then dropped it on the ground the next second and pretended to pick it up to return it. The man gratefully handed over a $100 bill, which George immediately placed into the beggar's bowl because the man had just shown a look of disdain toward the beggar. He was George the gentleman thief, who often infiltrated wealthy homes with his good friend Benny, not to steal valuables, but only to leave graffiti saying "I was here," mocking the powerful and privileged. Benny posed as a repairman and infiltrated retired Judge Hector Blake's mansion to steal network data. While George analyzed the information, he had no idea that beneath Hector's kind facade lurked a psychopathic killer. Benny's girlfriend became pregnant and demanded he quit. Benny confessed to George about wanting out, but faced fierce opposition, a great cause hindered by family obligations. Having grown up in a single-parent household, George couldn't understand, and the two had a complete falling out. George infiltrated alone, first using his superior technical skills to hack the network and disable the house's surveillance, then quickly slipped into the room and looked around. He finally decided to spray "I was here" behind the portrait of Hector's father. However, just as he took down the picture frame, he suddenly heard sounds coming from the basement. Could there still be someone in the house? George slowly made his way downstairs, only to discover it was a fan that had bumped into a table lamp while oscillating. This instantly relieved him, but the place also piqued George's interest. There seemed to be something on the table. Walking over, he discovered a stack of photos on the desk that appeared to show frequent abuse. Just then, eerie sounds came again. George was so frightened he crouched on the ground, and also noticed what seemed to be another secret room not far away. So he walked over and moved the clutter in front, indeed discovering a hidden door. George tried it, but it seemed impossible to open, so he peered through the peephole, which scared George so badly he collapsed to the ground, a prisoner covered in blood. Suddenly, Hector returned. George hid in panic but was still found, and was ultimately dismembered and flushed down the sewer. After not seeing her son for many days, Lizzie found Benny. Learning that George might have infiltrated Hector's house, she reported to the police but was brushed off. Hector had deep connections in the judicial system. Lizzie began surveillance and witnessed Hector luring new victims. She risked herself to save someone, but the victim refused to testify out of fear. After Hector discovered Lizzie's identity, he set a trap to kidnap her. Lizzie watched in despair as the judge tortured and killed another person. Discovering Lizzie's disappearance, Benny decided to launch a night assault on Hector. In the struggle, Hector was killed in retaliation. Benny rescued the last survivor in the underground parking garage, and the case was finally solved. Left on the wall was the phrase "I came by."